on Saturday, we have UFC on Fuel TV 9. Now, the main event for that card is Alexander Gustafsson versus our guest at this time, the Dreamcatcher, Gegard. I'm trying to time this, but we're not doing a good job of that. There he is, Gegard Mousasi. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, Gegard, there's certainly a lot to talk to you about, and we'll get right into it. Are you fighting on Saturday night against Alexander Gustafsson?
So far as I know, the fight is still on.
When did you find out about this?
Yesterday.
What was your reaction?
I trained for a fight. I don't care if they change opponents as long as I fight. That was what I was thinking. I don't care the opponent. I trained for it for 8 weeks, even longer. So I just wanted to fight. I don't care if it's him or someone else.
So when you found out, big deal in Stockholm, Sweden. He's the star there, potential #1 contender. I think we just lost Gegard. Is he still there? Or did he hang up on me? I think he just hung up on me. Did he hang up on me? All right. Well, we'll get him back in a second. What I was going to get at, it's a fight's a fight. It's his UFC debut and all. But this is Gustafsson in his home country of Sweden. Huge deal when he fought there last April against Thiago Silva, if you recall. Sold out that card. And it seems like Sweden is the one market. England is doing very well, but it just sort of came out of nowhere, and they could do no wrong there. If this doesn't pan out, if he can't fight, and as of right now, Dana White told me last night that the fight is still on. Now, I know there are a lot of people who say, oh, Dana says things all the time to the media, and yeah, just bring him on whenever he's there. Is he here? Okay. They're trying to get him back. People like to say, oh, Dana has lied to the media. Dana doesn't tell the truth all the time. Yes, but yesterday he told me that the commission, the Swedish MMA Federation, told him that as of last night, they have not ruled him out of the fight, and he still wants to fight on Saturday. And that doesn't mean that today, tomorrow, the next day, but at some point, 5 days before the fight, if there is even a little chance that he can't fight, you'd have to think that the UFC is going to go in a different direction. They can't wait for the weigh-ins. They can't wait for Friday to pull the plug on this. That would be a disaster. You have to work on some kind of backup. So trying to figure out what's going on. Where is Gegard? Shall we call him on the phone? That was just a big tease. Okay, what happened? Will, how could you do this? It's nice of you to chime in. Everyone's so shy back there. Speak to me. Okay, I hear him talking to Gegard. Let me know. Gegard, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great. So I don't get to see your face, but anyway, it didn't look like you really wanted to look at my face right now, so maybe this is for the best.
No. I don't have any problem.
So my question was, okay, you just want to fight, and I get that UFC debut and all, but it's a big deal to fight Alexander Gustafsson in a sold-out arena in his home country of Sweden. Did a part of your motivation, your excitement go down a little bit when you found out there was a chance he may not fight?
Yeah, for sure. The motivation goes. But, what can I do? I don't have anything in control. Sometimes I'm the last one to hear, things. So, I'm just waiting. That's all I can do.
So right now, are they even are they in communication with either you or your manager telling you what's going on, when he will be officially cleared? Because it seems like there are a lot of unknowns right now. He hasn't said anything, of course.
Well, I haven't heard a lot, but my manager is in contact with Joe Silva, I believe, and from what I've heard, the fight is on, and we're gonna go tomorrow to Sweden to the fights, and everything is the same as usual.
So you still have your fight planned for tomorrow, your flight planned for tomorrow. You're still same plans, right?
Yeah, still same opponent. Nothing about the different opponent. They said the fight is the same, so I don't know. I don't know what kind of injury he has. I know it's a cut, but other than that, I don't know a lot.
You don't even know where the cut is?
somewhere above his eyebrow, I believe, or something like that, right? Or
I don't know. No one has said it.
yeah. Okay, I thought it above his eyes, something like that.
Is a part of you a bit, I mean, I got to ask, a part of you a little happy about this because now he may not be going into the fight 100%.
Well, happy. Well, I never thought about it that way. But if he's cut, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna hit him where he's cut.
You are. I mean, you're going to attack that area.
I'm not gonna be Mr. Friendly and be very sport-like manship. I don't care. I just want to win the fight.
Have they even thrown out, if he can't make it, we have a guy who's coming who's going to be a backup if at the 11th hour they don't clear him?
No.
Have any names been thrown out?
No, I haven't heard anything.
All right. How does it feel? I mean, you're 5 days away from making your UFC debut. Has this clouded all of that? I mean, this is a big deal for you. You've been waiting for this a long time.
Yeah, I put a lot of work in it. I did the media stuff, everything. So I've done almost 90% of the job, and that's the training and whatever. So, the fight is the most easy part. So for me, it's frustrating that it wouldn't go through. But they said to me, at least not to me, but what I've heard from my manager is the fight is still on, and that's there's nothing I can think differently than what they say to me.
I got to say, one of the biggest surprises of 2013 thus far has been how prolific you are as a tweeter. I mean, it's unbelievable what you've done. It's kind of like Mark Hunt last year. Who would have thought Gegard Mousasi would be such a great tweeter? You love this thing.
Well, manager said it's a good thing.
And then you even let us know that someone broke into your house and stole a bunch of stuff of yours. Have you found the perpetrators?
No, you will never find them.
Never found it? Never found the guy?
No, you're never gonna find the guy. I mean, it's not the police came, but they just took some pictures with their iPhone and they just left. I mean,
those bastards.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal. I can understand it's a big deal to some people that maybe they're older or they get they're afraid to stay in their own home. But they stole minor stuff. But what can I do? It's never fun that someone went in your house. But I can
what did they take?
My PlayStation, headphones, some games, some jewelry. But I didn't have any expensive stuff in my house, so there's not a lot to take, And so it wasn't a big deal. It's a big deal, but at least you can make it as big as you want. But there's always something worse in life, so.
That's a very good way of looking at things. And, of course, no one was hurt, so that's good. If you saw those guys walking down the street, what would you do to them?
I wouldn't know. I would probably take them down, call the police, and maybe hit them. I don't know.
Well, that's very nice of you. You maybe hit them, but in that regard, maybe you'll be a little sportsmanlike, if you know what I'm saying, because you don't want to get into a street fight.
Well, I don't know. If you caught them while we're doing, I don't know.
Yes.
Anything can happen.
That's true. Anything goes on the street.
But I don't know. Maybe he needed the money. I don't know.
Still no excuse. In my opinion, he messed with the wrong guy.
If I found who it was, I would definitely go, and sort things out. But I think it was the things that they took. It's that they were young guys.
Yeah.
I don't think they were big criminals looking for big money or anything. I can't. Yeah.
Someone was just telling me on Twitter here that you have the same reaction to getting robbed as you do when you walk down the ramp to go fight. You're always so calm, cool, and collected. No one ever pisses you off. You never get off your game. It's amazing.
I get pissed off, but it changed. When you go through certain things, some things it's not very important anymore. I'm more relaxed now than I was when I was younger. Once you believe your life is like, what can I say? Life is like is waiting to fuck you up.
Yeah.
So one thing comes after the other. So if I have to make big deal out of everything, then every day I have to cry.
Very well said. And some are noting that you're a little more down than usual. Is that are you not in a good mood right now?
Yeah, I have some personal issues. It's
I'm sorry.
well, it's I can't talk about it, but maybe after the fight it will be more public. Will maybe know, but other than that, I'm just doing my job, and that's training and getting ready for the fight.
Has this been a distraction going into the fight?
Personally, I don't think it's gonna be. Yeah. I don't. Personally, for me, not. But no, for me, not. I don't know. I don't feel like that. It's not gonna affect the fight. It's not gonna affect the way I train for the fight.
Okay, and just a couple of minutes left with you. We appreciate the time. How has the training been for this fight? Because I remember before your last fight in Strikeforce, you said that all of a sudden you're finally training the right way, that you finally have a training camp. Have you built on that? Is this training camp better than the last one against Mike Kyle?
Well, I did this. I had the same trainers, and there was a guy who was working with the pets, and I had a boxing coach now also for this fight. And I train more professional. That's the right way to say it. But in the beginning, it was going a little bit rough with the motivation because I had already training a long time for the Macau fight, and I came back at 2-3 weeks. But I was 1 week there and 1 week here. So I came back in Holland. I had to start training again, and every day twice. So in the beginning, it was a little bit difficult. But at the end, I felt everything is has fallen into its place, and the last couple trainings went very well. So I feel like I'm in shape, and so I know I didn't come short on the training. I've done everything that I should have in training. So
Alex told us that if he beats you, he's going to go on the mic and ask for a title shot. Will you do the same?
No. I don't think they're gonna give me anyway a title shot, so this is not going to make sense. I believe I will have another fight maybe, and then we can go and look for a title shot.
You're so realistic, because I feel like if you say it loud enough and enough in our sport, sometimes you do get what you want. If you knock this guy out in a minute, I mean, you could get a title shot. If you go out there and say that I'm the #1 contender, I deserve it, I've done this, that, and that, I've won this title, I'm here. I'm new blood.
Yeah, I know, but it's still up to the UFC to decide, and I don't know if I'm that kind of popular fighter that they're gonna give me a title shot. So maybe I need more exposure, and so it doesn't bother me, And maybe it's even better to get some momentum towards the fight, towards the title.
Gegard, we are going to immortalize you later on in the show. We're giving out a prize, a Helwani Knows t-shirt, and I've asked the fans to throw out their best Mousasi pose. Because I like your pose. Like when you're at the weigh-ins, you're kind of like, you're just like, not too crazy, not too excited, this or that. It's just, you know what I'm talking about, the Mousasi pose, right? And we've got a lot of them. So if you want to tweet one out there to let the people know what to look for, feel free to get in on the act. Maybe you too can win the t-shirt.
Oh, okay. So I should send a picture of myself?
Yeah, you send a picture. Exactly. You have to hashtag it, though. You know what a hashtag is, right?
Yes.
Hashtag Mousasi pose, one word, and you send it out there and you say, this is the Mousasi pose. And then, because some people have gotten a little off, some have gotten it really good. You'll see in the second hour if you stick around. But if you want to get in on it, feel free.
I will. I definitely will.
All right.
I'll send one.
Can't wait.
today.
Thank you very much, Gegard, and good luck. I hope it happens, and keep us posted. You know, now that you're on Twitter, people go to your Twitter account to find out what's the latest, so keep us posted as to what's going on.
I will. Thank you.
All right, there he is. Gegard Mousasi. Good luck to you. And he's out.
Right.
And there he is. And now he's out.